not cool.
Very cute.
Listen to their voices. I mean, they're just crystal clear. It's so,
I can't.
when they get to like the whistle notes and stuff, I mean, it's just crazy talent.
I mean, are we still doing that?
I'm sorry. It's just so impressive to me.
I didn't even know who it was.
But hold
Kelly
on,
Clarkson and Ariana Grande. Nah, I thought about it, but you know, it's not holiday. This is a holiday edition.
I refuse to listen to you, John. If you threw a party,
sing it.
Invited everyone.
Look at Katie singing.
I didn't
Katie,
know you could sing, Katie.
I know. What are you drinking?
Coffee.
No,
Get me to
with
do
Bailey's.
You sing
No.
like
What's in it?
No. I've just been up since 4 a.m. You know, the usual. Cheers.
Is it typical, the 4 a.m. thing? Is that pretty typical for you at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
John, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking.
Mm.
Oh,
Nice. Well
I
played.
mean, right?
Well
See?
played. Very impressive.
We are not having Negronis this morning.
Okay. Yeah.
Go
Go with
away.
that for Robin.
That's
Hey, it's
Robin
5
would
o'clock
prefer
somewhere.
French 75 in the morning.
yes,
But
that's right.
this
I'm
this
just drinking coffee.
coffee.
It's
coffee. Actually, mine's a mocha. So there you go. I'm like on the edge today.
Very
Way
fancy.
out there on the edge. Jacqueline, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking my Keurig K-Cup donut shop coffee.
Donut shop.
What kind of coffee is that exactly? Like, why do they call it donut shop?
Because it's
You know-
supposed to remind you of being in a donut shop.
Dunkin'.
It's a
Yeah.
rip-off Dunkin'.
It's a Dunkin' ripoff.
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
I'm not really being funny. I'm being serious. Like,
No.
no, I didn't know if
Yes.
it was it's supposed to be Dunkin' coffee, but it's not.
Wait, Katie, are those holiday framed?
That's what I
That's
thought
the
too, but they're not.
no,
They're the regular cactus.
Cactuses.
Succulents, people.
Oh, I thought that you put those together. They're succulents. Okay, got
Yes.
it. So they're up there all year, despite the fact that they're red and green.
They're. I don't know. Hold on. Let me put on my glasses. I can't even see it.
They are.
People of a certain
That's
age,
like-
all of us with our
This one
friends.
has like orange and red and green and like a teal color. That one is a
Yeah,
barrel. It's a barrel cactus. For those of you who don't know, it's pink and orange and like a rust color. And that one's got like purple. It's not. I mean, it's festive. It's just
It's
festive.
festive.
year-round.
It is festive. I know.
Festive year-round.
This is the this is how you know Katie has people who do these things for her because she doesn't even know what's up on the
No
wall.
idea. No idea. She has no idea. What's the color of that green, Katie?
Teal. It's teal. It's not
It's
green.
not teal.
Okay.
And to be clear, no, I did not paint it, Jacqueline. Someone
No,
did it.
but see,
I
this is the
picked the
thing
color.
I know about Katie. That Katie, if she did pick the color, would be like, oh, that's like rusty forest. Like she would know
Yeah, I have no idea.
that's
I have no idea.
Glidden, whatever.
Yeah.
But she's like, it's teal. First of all,
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it isn't teal. It's too dark.
It's between a hunter green
Yes.
and I see the hint of the teal, what she's thinking.
Mary, I raised my glass. I don't have a first coffee mug because I haven't been sent one. I just have a llama hipster.
First of all, girl, get on that website. Order your own. $8.95. What you mean you weren't sent one? Get on there.
Some baloney.
and we just started sending mugs out for the past 5 years of doing our podcast, Inclusive AF. We've had the mugs for at least 3 years. So don't
In my closet.
bro.
In my closet. And to be clear, Jackie and I did no sending out of anything. There's no.
I have shirts
And
mugs for
Jackie and I. Yes, I heard that. Yeah.
Oh, Steve, we need to tell Steve what's happening right now. Steve wants to know why we're all coordinated.
Oh, yes. Explain, please.
No, you explain.
Well,
Steve.
these are I don't know if you can see them all. These are Golden Girls. I mean, I'm wearing the whole thing.
Me too.
Oh, you got your pants on too? I don't have my pants on.
I got my pants on too. Yes.
No pants on, everybody. You heard it
No
here.
pants.
Robin Schooling, no pants.
No pants,
Everybody get
only.
ready. $1 bills, y'all.
I just put ho 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 on my.
Settle down over there. Settle down. Settle down.
Just so people know, our group chat, like we call it the Golden Girls, and we've always just referred to us as the Golden Girls. Everybody know which girl they are? Does everybody know? This is my favorite argument.
I'm Dorothy. That's the end of the story right there.
I don't think that's true, John. I was actually thinking about this last night. I'm like, it's a toss-up between you and I, because you and I think, are the ones that are always bossing people around and telling them what to do.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and
that's Dorothy, Sophia.
Right.
And listen, Dorothy is the most masculine. Give me something.
Fine. Fine. You can have her.
B. Arthur could drink and smoke any guy off a chair for sure.
Then I
think peel them off the ceiling later, probably.
What is Betty White's character's name? I never can remember this. Rose. I'll be Rose. I don't know what show I'm on. I don't know where I am. I don't know what country it is. I know nothing.
Mark already. PG-13, everybody. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Robin is the only one with her pants off, Mark. Okay. It's not all of us. It's Robin.
It's a Christmas miracle. It's a Christmas miracle.
Pants off, dance off. That's what we got going on over here. Yeah.
So these are our pajamas, though, celebrating the fact that we are the Golden Girls, just for everybody to understand. Right. So
it's our commitment to being besties forever.
It just happens to be a Christmas episode of the Golden Girls.
Yes.
But it is still one of my favorite Golden Girls moments on the show is the giving of the calendar of the men of Blanche's boudoir.
Oh my
That is one of the best scenes. And there was within the last month, there was celebrating the 40th anniversary of the Golden Girls on TV. And they were talking about behind the scenes stuff. And when they filmed that scene, the props people or whoever, and when they were doing the rehearsal, had put actual pictures of naked / well-endowed men in the
from the crew,
prop.
The guys from the crew.
Yeah, yes. And then when they handed it out, they were actually real pictures of them.
It is hilarious.
I love that.
You can find it on YouTube. B. Arthur falls over sideways on the couch, laughing so hard because they're trying to do this rehearsal scene, and it's just these guys.
Chaos.
When I had heard that, I heard it was just they took their shirts off and stuff. But this special is oh, no. Some of them were full buck. I mean, can you imagine being HR there? I mean, and having to look, guys.
I was thinking about that. I mean, I was watching Diddy documentary. Have y'all been watching that?
Very similar to the Golden Girls celebration. Yes.
Very. Because speaking of penises, I was like, how do you do that in HR? All these people work there. Who was managing that?
No one. That's the point. There was no HR in the bad boy entertainment.
I had to look for the HR. I bet you there was. I bet you there
That's probably, actually, it's a valid point.
I guarantee you HR was Mr. July. And so they all participated back then.
Probably. Oh, I'm sure.
Right.
That's fair.
There was none of this.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous to think. I mean, it was the 80s. These people were on cocaine and naked. That's what we had to deal with.
You're talking about the Golden Girls still. We're talking about the P. Diddy.
P. Diddy. I was talking about Golden Girls. P. Diddy, yeah. I didn't watch any of that. I'm not giving any ratings points to that.
No, me either.
I am, because 50 Cent is right.
I had to.
I mean, he's been saying it for a while.
I'm just saying.
Also, on the Golden Girls, speaking of naked, that was my favorite episode, is when they went to the nudist and where they were trying to be really brave, and they went to the nudist resort and they went naked to dinner, and they were like, "Oh my God, what are you doing? You wear clothes. You don't show up naked for dinner." Oh, that was my favorite.
There's so many good episodes. Honestly, it's one of the shows. I know. I mean, I made my kids watch it. Like, it's just one of those things you gotta. If you haven't watched it, everybody, please just watch one episode. It's on Hulu all day long. All day long.
Yes.
We, first of all, welcome everybody. We know we jump right into it like we normally do. Welcome. We're so glad to see so many of you, some friends, some great visitors. Thank you all for joining us for our holiday episode. It is the last of 2025 before we take our holiday break. It is the ho-ho holiday edition. First of all, we got three. What am I? A pimp and three hoes.
Okay. All right, folks, clean it up. Get it together. This is not appropriate, John Baldino. He obviously has never watched our show since it comes out so early, and she would know this totally.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I just would say this is very inclusive. So please keep your limitations to yourself.
Oh, I beg your pardon, John. I beg your pardon. Yes.
Contextually, though, I know we all kid around and stuff, but genuinely, I don't know that everybody knows, Katee, about your global role and how important you are in the human resources community. People may not realize that it's not just Jackye who's made you what you are, but you actually are competent and capable on your own. Because since you don't watch our show, Jackye just talks about how she has brought you, from the rubble
to where she is.
Oh, okay. And you're welcome.
Oh,
okay. Yes, you're welcome. The only HR information I have is through Jackye. Somebody meet her. I'll tell you everything you need to know about it. Yeah, I had never had an HR role before meeting Jackye. And, that is actually true. I only know HR stuff because of Jackye. So it's all a dream before that. True. Yeah, Steve, I want to know where my mug is too.
Oh, forget it. Everybody forget the mug.
No, we're mad. We're mad and we're not going to take it, John.
Let me just tell you, Mark Fogel is hilarious because if you don't pay attention to him in our chat, he is forever dropping little nuggets as we're doing this. I mean, look at this. Death Row Records HR person operated from a prison cell.
Well, that's Death Row, not the same. To be very clear.
I know, but it is like
the arch nemesis.
Absolutely. But just how HR gets done in some of these places. You know what I mean?
1,000,000%. I love this. I love this information.
And I will also say that means Death Row Records early on was an adopter of hybrid work and remote workforce.
That's right.
So
there you go.
Very important.
Limited to a minute at a time phone calls when you could stand in line and
had nothing to do with COVID. They were at the forefront.
Very progressive. Very progressive. Yes.
Why are you muted? Are these dogs at it?
No, it's little Chi-Chi. She's got like little doggy dementia. And so she's like, get off my lawn.
Put that dog outside. Put that dog on a chain outside. Let's go while this is happening.
It's literally John, you better stop it right now. Robin, please bring some HR knowledge to the group. We need your
Well, I wanted to continue down that path of where when HR is in unusual organizations, because I remember once this exists somewhere still out on the internet. I wrote a blog post once. I did a search and I found a bunch of HR leaders at various and assorted different industries that would be like, wow, what HR would be like there. Like the HR, there was a VP of HR at Playboy, VP of HR at Hustler, an adult toy manufacturing company, HR leader there, porn companies. They are still a business.
Mm-hmm.
And they, so imagine I'm the VP of HR at name your favorite adult toy company, Dildos R Us, whatever.
I love that company. I love that company.
Robin, it's interesting. When I worked for a staffing agency, one of our accounts was Fredericks of Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like everyone would joke around about it, but it was like, no, this is like you said, Rob, it's a business and it's a serious, like
it's a serious business and they're there to make money. And so it is you don't realize or you don't think about that.
Mm-hmm.
And like what HR needs.
Those folks still need paychecks. They still need benefits. They need occupational health in many cases, probably more than others.
Workers' comp.
Workers' comp, contortioning.
Okay.
OSHA.
Forklift licensing. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that has
That's
to happen.
Licensing, yes, 100%. The licensing, yes, yeah.
Listen, there are.
It was more Pickers-Packers. It was more Pickers-Packers, Robin. So it was occupational therapy because back injuries. I'm being serious because it was a fulfillment center. Yeah,
I know, but Pickers-Packers mean something else in certain industries.
No, it doesn't, John. Listen, John.
Not in the grocery warehousing industry.
Yeah. Out of gutter, sir.
I have a loose connection out in California who had a stint, to Robin's point, for a particular porn provider and video. And not Hustler magazine or Playboy like you were talking about, but video.
Yep.
And he had to conduct interviews for various roles, including some of the actors / models or whatever.
On-air talent.
On-air talent. Yep. And it wasn't. And when I say that, people right away are like, "Oh, it wasn't like a performance that he was watching," but he legitimately sat down and conducted an interview. Tell me about some of your experience. What's your comfort level on film? Is there anything all the things you might think about for I'll say a regular actor or something like that as well. There's an interview process that they go through, a couple of them, before they're selected. Right. So it's kind of sounds like HR.
Yeah.
I have my behavioral based interview questions here and my scoring matrix here. And
yes.
I don't
Tell
know
me about a time when you
very
tell me about a time. Tell me about a time when you were folded in half.
No, John, stop talking right now. Oh my word.
Sophia.
I didn't sign up for this, Jackye. I did not sign up for this. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Wrap it up, people. Wrap it up.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
But I do think it's great that everybody's here because we do have so many memories together to share.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've been doing it for a long time, and I'm so grateful for a community and having all of you. And I love y'all very much.
it's true.
Same.
Because I'll probably forget to say it again. So I hope you screenshot this.
Robin and Jackye.
It's the time of year when you get verklempt, so it's okay.
Yes. I mean, look, y'all, it's been a crying season for me. Last weekend, wedding dress shopping.
You finally made the deposit at the Bada Bing?
Yes.
Is she getting married at the Bada Bing on a Monday?
Here she is. She's trying to pull us out by being sentimental and then takes us right to the Bada Bing.
I know. Yeah. He does this and then goes, "Oh, it's at the Bada Bing." Okay.
He's the one who said it.
No.
He said that the couple.
No.
Yes, he did. He said, "I have to have her wedding."
No, I will tell you, it's really interesting because those who know me, I mean, genuinely, I'm a crier. I'm happy to join you. And she came out with the first dress on, and my youngest Cassie's getting married, and she came out with the first dress on, and
on the floor,
just a puddle. It didn't even matter if it was the one that she was going to pick or not. Just like
a dress,
right. She steps up on that, little like circle step up in front of the mirror.
Yes.
And what's it called?
Dias.
Okay, thank you. And
yes. Mm-hmm.
And she's looking forward in the mirror with the bridal attendant or whatever, and she catches a glimpse of me through the mirror behind her, and she just loses it. And then Katee, who is the stoic rock of the family, loses it. And I'm like, we're never going to get through. Like, this is dress number one, everybody. We are never going to get through this appointment. It ain't going to happen.
You're like, Cassie, you get one more choice, and that is all. Make it good.
I'm telling you, I absolutely was the like that kind of cry. Like, I just because it's such an interesting spot to be in, to watch these humans move into the next phase of existence and like this, crossing into another layer of adulthood and wanting to, marry this. And he's a terrific guy. And so like, just excited for that. But my gosh, like it's your baby girl who, so
whatever you do, don't watch the wedding scene in Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh no. I've seen it, but I won't watch that anytime.
Right now, because you won't make it out alive.
You won't make it to the service.
I will. I mean, everything.
Trivia answer to bring it back to the Golden Girls. Which Golden Girl was an original cast member in the Broadway show of Fiddler on the Roof?
I don't know if I know that. The original show? I know B. Arthur was a Broadway actress. Is that who it was? Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that.
Now we know. That's a good trivia point, Robin. I like that.
Look at her. Robin is so good. But this is the trivia night at Ono's edition.
That's right.
For those of you who don't know, Ono's is the place to be in Baton Rouge every Friday night, folks.
That's right.
And we go with Robin to Ono's.
That's right. You're my virtual
farming.
I love when you send those videos and pictures. They're so funny.
We're gonna go and be like, "Oh, hey, I know you, aren't you?" And they're gonna be like, "Why do you know all this stuff about me?"
Yeah,
wait, you're wearing your shrimp boots, Johnny, right?
Yeah, didn't you make that cheese ball last time?
I was just gonna say, we'll walk in and be like, shrimp boots, Johnny. What's up, buddy? He'll be like, what?
We talk about the food as much as the people, as much as whatever else.
Oh my gosh.
Love it.
The one thing Jackye and I talked about that I do want to make sure we get to, because we'll talk about all kinds of things, but I do want to make sure we get to this, especially because the other thing this season is it is genuinely, it's a difficult time because there are a number of individuals who find themselves displaced from work and part of a RIF, layoff, whatever at your organization. And so in the throes of the job search, which, let's be honest, for some organizations, once December 1st hits, they already go in holiday mode. And so everything is really like slow and shut.
Oh, did he freeze for anybody else?
I lost connection because I'm frozen.
There he's back.
There I am. I don't know what's wrong with Florida. So the job application process, the job interview process, Jackye has some tools, tips about what's been happening lately. So
I just want people to feel like it's overwhelming. You're not alone in knowing that it's just a horrible market.
Mm-hmm.
There was a study or research that just came out that Harvard Business School graduates' unemployment rate right now is at 20%.
Wow.
20% of Harvard Business School graduates are unemployed and looking for work.
I did not hear that.
So don't feel some kind of way about it. And one of the things that we've kind of said, and I plan on doing more consulting. It's really what I like to do, and all of those putting like JackieClayton.com together, but still need to apply and look at all these jobs, right? And so I started using a auto apply thing. I was like, if they're going to rate and evaluate me with AI, then I'm going to apply using AI, and hopefully they talk together. And it's called Apply Blast for $99 a month, no sponsorship. They will apply up to 250 jobs for you. I think it applied today to 126 jobs. It gets as close as it can based on the resume that you give it the information for the cover letter. It automatically applies and tracks the messages on your inbox. So because I've had interviews get stuck in my Gmail, like underneath, the sale at Macy's and, the Kilwins chocolate. I can't, delete, but it keeps it in that. And then it also keeps track of where you are in the interview process based on the email. So it's smart to do that. But if you are able to do $99 a month, it's worth it to have it go check. And then it has somewhere it asks you if you want it to apply for you. Like it does be like, these are kind of close, not really sure. Do you want me to go ahead and apply? And then it'll track all of those. And, you know, but here's the thing to remember. I think right now it's at 126 applies. I am seasoned. I do know what I'm doing. And talked to 4 people out of that 126.
I mean that.
And only one went to like a second conversation about the role, because the other thing they're doing and what they're trying to adjust, and it's like, it's our fault for not like taking the seat at the table. Last week we were talking about that seat at the table, but then what you're seeing is in rough economic times, again, you're not the people, there are some people that are having the best year ever. It's just probably not us, you know, like it's not your 1%ers.
The PE people.
Right. And so, but the other people that are looking for all of these roles are still having all of these challenges. And so finance makes these decisions on who they hire and what they hire. And all they know is they don't need talent acquisition anymore, even though as many people that are out of work, people are still, as they always have, please tell me the year that they said people were able to find talent all on their own.
Right.
And it's never happened.
Yeah.
Still having a difficult time for talent. And we've gotten rid of, as we talked about before, our training departments, our learning and development. And the number one skills are those that didn't exist. And so those people are getting millions of dollars in salaries, while, you know, now some top talent are looking at, you know, a talent coordinator. That's all they need is a coordinator, a scheduler, because all the rest of it is put into the matrix, and it's got 5 stars from this AI application. And so we're only going to talk to those 5 people. It's wild out there.
It is wild.
Yeah.
I'm so when you talk about this, and like for all of us, like that flow of thought makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And yet you'll sit with business leadership, finance, like you pointed out as an example, and no, you know what I mean? Like when it comes to L&D and
right. Won't do it. Talent management, you know, like just basic leadership. And the other day, y'all, so went through the process. They're like, oh my God, you're so great. And I'm like, I know, right? And they're like, okay, we want to go to the second part, but you have to take this test. And I'm like, okay, cool, bet, whatever. And then I was like, I have to take a PI test.
Yeah. Oh my.
I know. I was like, what is it? 1987? And you're worried about what? Like I'm literally taking like
predictive index. That's
When is the last time you saw a required?
Wow.
The 2 predictive index, the one with the what's next in the pattern.
We used it at GoDaddy when I first started. And
everybody used it back in the day. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. This is scary to me. And of course, never validated to see if it works.
No, never. And they're like, well, you know, it's a
decision engine too. That's the other problem for
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
They are now plugging those things in to make the determination. But yet, as we know, because, you know, nobody needs DEIB, they'll be like, I know you said that they're a really top candidate, but no.
Right. They score really low in empathy. I mean, have you met the CFO? What are you talking about?
Yes. Majority of HR people do score low on empathy. It's important. It's an occupational hazard. You cannot be over empathetic. You have to be able to be operationalized and be empathetic. But
I mean, my recommendation though is don't say bet in an interview. I just don't do that anymore. Can you take this test? Bet.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it.
Don't do that anymore.
Maybe that's what it
is. What's fascinating is not even the right word. It's almost frustrating is maybe the right word. What's frustrating to probably all of us sitting in this room here is we've seen this we've been down this path many, many times before. And so now all this stuff is being cut, lay this, close it, no more training. Oh, get rid of TA. We don't need that. We're not hiring. Boom, boom, boom. Cut. And in 2 years from now, then we're going to be back, it'll be the scramble to ramp everything back up again. And in the meantime, we're losing the momentum and losing the foundation for what we're doing. I think that the difference is going to be this next ramp up. In this meantime, we're substituting what we think are these smart tools to kind of take these things over. And so, we're not going to do, there goes our L&D department, right? Oh, everybody self-learn. Hey, here, we'll show you how to use some AI. Go and learn and put some prompts in to teach yourself. We're in that world right now. And so 2 years from now, we ramp up and, now we're going to rebuild an L&D function, capability, whatever, within an organization. And everybody's going to be like, wait, what? But I've been self-learning and self-teaching. Right. And what do you mean? What? It's going to be different when we come back out of it again. And same from on the recruiting side and the talent acquisition side, the dynamic, just as you were saying that story, Jackye, of this dynamic of who's the candidates and the companies using AI and using these tools. We're never putting that genie back in the bottle.
Right. And
it's going to become, we're going to come out of it different.
But know what that means for organizations, that's important for people looking. So this is a real conversation where talking about running talent acquisition, and the person says, do you have any experience recruiting for tech roles? And I say, yes, the last million companies I've worked for were software companies. And prior to that was a technical recruiter at Robert Half Technology. And prior to that, a technical business analyst. Oh, well, it doesn't say technical recruiting on your resume. And I was like, oh, well, actually it does, but okay, cool. And this person has to go back and analyze it. And because they didn't look at like the third sentence on the second job, also doesn't know that I work for software companies. These are the gatekeepers that people still have to go through because they don't realize the AI is smarter than them. And it knows that some people are a match, that the person is like, I can't tell why they're a match. I'm afraid to send it through because I don't want to lose my job because we don't have head recruiters and my job's supposed to do these things,
Well, wait, Jackye, I want to just clarify. When they asked you if you did technical recruiting, did you actually say yes or did you say bet?
No, I said,
just to clarify.
I do more than that. And then I lowered the lights and I turned on the music.
What kind of technical recruiting are you looking for?
Back in the gutter again. Come on, people. Do better.
To Robin, what you were sharing, and that's what I was trying. I couldn't remember who just put some data out, and it was Lattice. Lattice just put some data out. I don't know if everybody saw. 48% in the U.S., 48% of HR pros were considering leaving HR fully within at some point in 2026. If they haven't already come out of it, almost half are looking to get out of it next year.
Wow.
And globally, it's a little less, but globally is still 41%.
Wow.
And it says because of burnout, which is no shock there, the emotional toll and the incessant compliance changes. Because it puts you in a bad spot. When you're the deliverer of that news all the time, some people at some point, it slips into that emotional side where it's like, stop hating me. I'm just like, this is now the law. I don't know what you want me to do. This is what we have to do.
Well, and I think the other part, Robin, you were talking about learning and training and all that stuff. And I don't know if you all saw the news yesterday that Udemy and Coursera are now merging.
Oh,
Coursera's bought Udemy, I think is really what happened. But that's going to be another whole thing where, you know, if you're a Udemy user or Coursera user, you're going to have access to more stuff. And back, you know, talking AI, you know, for them if are trying to win that battle of who gets the client, because, you know, who has the best AI training. And I agree with you wholeheartedly that so much of this stuff is going to shift. And I think, John, to your point, people are also looking at this as, is this the right place for me anymore?
That's
because, you know, I think having to do more compliance stuff, I know for most, you know, I'll use us and even the folks kind of listening that compliance is not my favorite thing in HR that I have to do. And John, you know, you said the exact right thing of like, you have to do these things even if you don't want to.
Right.
I think that's the challenge as well, is that the things that it was okay, yeah, we have to do this training every couple of years for sexual harassment or whatever. Well, now, we have to fill out this report. We can't say this word in any documentation. We can't do these things. We can't, and on and on and on and on, and it grows. We like unions. We don't like unions. We might be okay with unions. We might not be okay with unions. And just all of these different topics that we have to be experts on and know how to navigate. It's just a lot of stuff. And it shifts what our job is so completely that, it's definitely like, is this a great place for you? But
I mean, go ahead, Robin. Sorry.
well, and to the point of these compliance things changing and the messaging and how do we, again, we're the messenger of what's trickling down from wherever. But yesterday, I don't know if anybody saw this. This was end of the day, maybe even last night. The current, I can't even remember her name now, EEOC commissioner.
Yeah.
Put out was on Twitter. I saw it. I'm sure it was on different platforms as well. She basically recorded a video and put a video out saying, are you a white male who has been discriminated against? You may be able to recover money from this action. Watch this video. Here's what you need to do. We will help you. I thought I was in a upside down world again or something. And again, it goes back to no discrimination is legal. We're not saying discrimination is was ever right, but the flipping of that message and the put your head on a pivot that as people immersed in it we have to do, let alone communicate that and navigate through that, is just no wonder people want to leave.
It's so stressful. And you know, the idea of being kind, and I saw somewhere in the chat, being nice, being kind, right, to one another. You know, my bread is butter that I'm going to lean that way. However, I will tell you that the amount of dissemination of information that we get to do in this work pushes us into a corner where it like, I don't want to be in this contentious corner. You want me to argue with you about this. I cannot help you that Pittsburgh is moving from 40 hours of accrued sick time to 72 hours of accrued sick time overnight. I hear you. I understand what the world of December 31st to January 1st will. I totally understand. But you know, I'm not going to do it. The government is requiring me almost to give another week's vacation to people. And I'm like, yes, 32 hours. I totally understand. Yes. What is it that you would like? Like, if you just want me to know, at least prep me and say, hey, John, I love you. I need 3 minutes to yell at somebody. There's no one I know at Congress, at the state legislature. Do you mind if I just yell at you for 3 minutes?
Get it out.
Just to get it out. Honestly, tell me that. Let me grab my cup. Go for it.
Right.
Go for it. Right.
The challenge that we see so often and is because you don't have professionals or people that have that tenureship. We don't have the training and we don't have a lot of people, you know, if you haven't done the work, throw those people out. And you try to fight logic, which versus compliance.
Right.
And so people say things, that make sense. Like, well, you hire in New York and I live in New Jersey. Like, I'll commute to New York, and you have to say, no, we don't pay taxes in New Jersey. So you can work here. And they'll say it's stupid and cuss you out, and you have to sit there and listen to it, or find out later and get in trouble. There are things that are happening, and that's it's one of those regulated, on some things and then not on the others, that don't make a lot of sense if you're not in it trying to fight logic. Like, well,
common sense has never been a part of the work that we do. I don't know why everybody thinks it all the time. Again, I know that sounds terrible, and I don't mean for it to sound negative, but we have personnel files. I can't keep the I-9 in with the rest of the documentation. It has to be kept separately. Common sense would mean everything goes in one file when I hire you. That's common sense, but no, we don't operate that way. I mean, that's just at the basic level. Like, everything isn't going to be common sense. I don't know what to, like, I understand what you're saying, but this is what we have to do. And I did want to say, Robin, when you were talking about like cycle, like 2 years from now, when everything starts coming back and we're like scrambling to hire people, now you're putting 24-year-olds in recruiter positions who don't even understand the job that they're recruiting for.
Whoa.
And they get yelled at by the applicants.
Like, we're going to make them be technical recruiters.
24-year-olds are great. 24-year-olds are great.
No. I'm defending them. I'm saying, like, why would we put them? Because we haven't invested in people. A 24-year-old.
We're going to set them up. They're not going to be set up for success.
Not at all. Not at all.
And that's on us again, then.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying.
We're creating that world for ourselves.
We are. Katee, I like 24-year-olds. It's okay. I'm just saying we're screwing them. We are screwing them if we don't do this correctly, because they're then going to get yelled at by a 35-year-old who's like, what do you mean? I absolutely qualify for this job. And this poor person is like, I don't even know what a senior supply chain XYZ is, but I'm here recruiting because they're desperate to hire people, like it was in 2021. And we set them up to fail.
Yeah.
That's a part that is so difficult. Like, we over automated and under systemized. We over automated without building the right system in place for what we were building for, and then just fired them and then just said, oh, we'll just make do. Right? I mean, literally,
that's your next article.
Actually, I'm working on that. Everything I needed to learn in HR, I learned from my dog. And it just keeps happening every day.
Don't base it on Chi-Chi. Is that what you're doing? This is a problem of a book.
No, my 21-year-old
dog is not.
I've learned nothing from her.
No. I mean, you pee on the floor. That could be something you learned, but don't.
Every once in a while. It was a funny joke. It's far away.
Todd, get in here. Katee can't handle it. She's
well, I'm more thinking Todd would be like, okay, sure.
Yeah, he would. Yes. Y'all know he would. And you all know, as know him very well. But like, the challenge that we have is, even once you get to the opportunity that you are looking for, to what you were saying earlier, is this the place that I need to be? And how far are you willing to bend and stretch? I'm not saying that people aren't discriminated, and I'm sure that they're but also understand that the conversation of, oh, we didn't get hired and they had an initiative for diversity does not mean that you're discriminated against when handled properly, fairly. And so, like, these are the conversations I overhear and I'm never invited to. Oh, like, my white son can't get a job because of all those Black people. Well, what was the job? Oh, like bra fitter at Victoria's Secret, and my white son applied and they didn't give him a job. They discriminated against him.
Is that a job?
Well, I mean, they all have to do it.
There used to be a job like that.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's like, come on, like look at what's going on and see what you can't just take the job title and to make a determination, or look at some of these things and say, oh, they have DEI,
Sure.
I was discriminated against. And like you were saying, I don't want any discrimination, but what the person in the EEOC didn't do is say, hey, to the 600,000 Black women that got laid off in 2025, if you think that that was discriminatory, make sure and let us know. Here's a video and let me tell you what to do. And even if you're still working there, you could be discriminated against. By the way, we already know that you're only making 80 cents for the dollar, so don't add us for that. Like, give me a fucking break, right? Like, that's the part where we get like, and the reckoning is going to be out of control.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's going to be out of control.
I'm laughing at Katee because I knew once you dropped the F bomb, Katee was going to be like, "Buddha!"
No. I was actually thinking I was just having this conversation the other day with someone about just the pendulum and the pendulum swings that have occurred. And, we are now going back to this very, what I think some of us consider archaic way of thinking about things, and very backwards way of thinking about so many topics. And it seems like everyone's like, yep, this is what we should do. But I think that's also the challenge from an HR perspective, is that trying to keep up with which way the pendulum is swinging, trying to get ahead of it, trying to remember all the things that we need to do or not do, or we can say this or can't say that. Or Jackye, to your point, can we hire this person even though they're a white male and they want to be a bra fitter? And would that cause us issues down the line if they do something that they shouldn't do in a dressing room somewhere? There's just so many layers to everything. And not just talking hiring, every piece of the HR puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Like hiring is, the very first piece, but there's also just like, once you get them onboarded, all of the things that folks want, need, could do without, could do with. Last night I was with some friends and we were talking about just I have a large population in Texas, but I also have folks all over the globe. And they're, having to message to those audiences in very different ways, or in a way to make sure everyone feels comfortable and included. You all know where I stand politically. And it's also for me having to check the way I talk about stuff, because I don't want to disenfranchise someone in some way. But
that's a competency though, Katee. Like, your ability to do that is a honed craft,
right? But you can't wait at times, and that's right. That it's like, no, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, and that's the other part that I'm coaching my team members on constantly. Is like, just take a breath, just slow down, just let's figure this out together. Because your reaction of, oh, this is the answer, and I know the answer, and I'm going to respond, might not be the right answer today.
That's right.
Yeah. Well,
it would have been today.
Your organization is so fascinating to me, and what your HR team does and where they do it. Because talk about a geopolitical diversity, for heaven's sakes, all the countries the countries that you're in seem to be the hotspot countries, right? I mean, where there's wars and stuff raging, for heaven's sakes.
Yes.
I mean, it is just the bits and pieces that I've been able to observe of what your team does and how they maneuver, to your point, what those conversations look like, and being mindful of what's happening in this part of the world versus, South Texas. It's fascinating.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I think those of you who don't know me, we have team members in Ukraine. We have team members that are Russian that are now living in Sofia, in Bulgaria. We have folks in Egypt. We have folks in Israel. We have folks in the Philippines and in Malaysia, where they just had some devastating hurricanes. Like it's So like either the man-made issues or the natural disasters or all these different things. It's just constant. but it's also how do you balance that, balance the budget, make sure everyone's okay, make sure everyone has what they need to get their work done, but also back to the empathy card, have empathy for all of the different feelings that people have today. Are you okay? Do you need anything? How can I be there? And, I think I will speak for, I don't like to speak for everyone, but I am going to speak for every HR practitioner right now. I think all of us are just carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is where is that light at the end of the tunnel? And at least in the US, it's not going to be for a while until, unless something major happens, but also globally, it's just going to be ongoing conversations and work. And I think all of us know that. And I think that's also where the heaviness, John, back to your point of people wanting to get out of HR.
Yeah.
Well, no shit. It is a
Who
heavy.
would want to get in here? Who would want, with everything that is going on, it would be very difficult to want to.
Right.
Get in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember a few years ago, Aubrey Blanche, that I know all of you know, Aubrey, she was talking about, folks wanting to get into DEI, and they would reach out to her, hey, how can I be a DEI practitioner? And she's like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't get into this.
I
do it from the role that you're in today. And that's exactly right too. It's don't get into HR, go figure out where you are today in whatever arena you're in, and how can you kind of be the good at the company and do the right things and help people. It doesn't have to be in an HR role. It could be in other roles. So,
I want to bring something up because you said that yesterday, my son, sweet baby DJ, sent the family a group text that said, my girlfriend is cooler than your girlfriend, because I don't know if you can see this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
TJ, sweet baby TJ's girlfriend is studying. She did not get arrested because she's going to law school next year, but is in San Francisco on a mission trip studying to become an immigration attorney. And it's part of these things. So they're carrying the weight of the world too. People are starting to pick up and see what can they do, because people don't even think about immigration as it relates to HR happening every 5 minutes of who we can hire and who we can't, and H-1B and this and that, and can we sponsor, and nobody can sponsor. I mean, it's just another place for us to hate people.
Right.
And that, which I don't know about y'all, but I thought it was the funniest thing where it was like, when they're like, oh my God, they said there's people in America that's stupid. Anybody in HR, especially like technology recruiters, oh yeah, that's been going on for like over 20 years. Like, you didn't know that? Why do you think all the STEM things? Why do you think all of those? It's because we got a seat at the table, but we put the emphasis on the wrong syllable of saying what we need in,
She's been holding that this hour.
That's
right.
Yeah.
The emphasis is on the wrong syllable.
I'm amazed at the number of I-9 experts that have appeared in my Facebook feed.
Oh gosh.
When they're talking about, because we've had ICE here locally in New Orleans and Baton Rouge, and going to various and assorted stores and restaurants and construction. It's, like they're doing everywhere, right? And so it's all the chatter on various, news channel reports it, and 1,000 people chime in on, from every side of the issue. But everybody's an I-9 expert.
Yes.
And it's all I can do because it would just, it would just not serve any purpose to go in there and put my HR lady hat on and, you're not stop.
Right. Exactly right.
Robin, I'm going to speak for every HR practitioner that's listening. We all love when you put on your HR lady hat and your pearls and your cardigan. We all love it. Yes. It's the best ever.
That, because she can start that response with, sit around, everyone. Let me show you and share with you how
children,
this is.
Come sit around.
Grandma's got her sweater on.
No,
it's time
Auntie Robin. Auntie Robin's going to teach you some things. She's got this.
Let's talk I-9s.
Yeah, let's talk
it is, and my concern is for the individual that can get swallowed in the whole.
Yes.
Yes.
And that is, I have two connections who have shared with me, please be thoughtful, prayerful for so-and-so, whoever they're telling me about, who is thinking of suicide, is wrestling because of where things are in the world right now, what they're dealing with right now. And this season, as joyful, and honestly, I love you all, so glad that we could like be together and laugh and do all the things. There are some folks that for whom this time of year there's not a lot of laughter, and I just, my big encouragement for HR folks is we're always going to do well relationally if we think about being relational. You got to think about it, right? If we can be heads down with the 48 things that are going to change for January 1st and update that handbook and get all the stuff out, and we got to do that, but we do also need to be thoughtful of the actual person themselves. So reach out. Just even if you're like, I haven't texted the person in 8 months. Who cares? Text them, right? Check in with people. You'd be surprised how many people just need that, just a little bit of encouragement. Just check in, right? So, my gosh,
I can't believe
bestest hour in show business. Always.
I'm so glad our besties, our annual Christmas ho holiday edition.
Ho ho.
Ho, 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 ho.
Oh, oh,
Oh, and we'll see you next year. Thank you for another year with But First Coffee. Jackye and I are eternally grateful. That is a terrible thumbnail to our producer. I don't know, Jackye, what are you doing? Are you showing your muscle?
Wrap it up, people. Wrap it up. Let's go. I gotta go.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.